No boats about it? You better shape up or ship out, see?
Listen.
The first known sailing vessels date back 10,000 years ago, with animal skins or woven fabrics used as sails. In 3000 BC, Egyptians built enormous sailboats used for trade along the Nile. In 2nd century BC, Rome used military ships to destroy Carthage and dominate the Mediterranean, effectively laying the foundations for their empire to come. Ships are traditionally referred to as female, however, it has more recently become outdated and offensive to do so. Say, you know why ships are named after women? Because they base their decisions on the cycles of the moon, and even then, they're wishy-washy. Common parts of a ship or boat are the butthole, dick, starburst, ball-ass, spanker, Daniel stern, and prop deck. The compass was invented during 2nd century BC and 1st century AD China, during the Han Dynasty, and it was used for accurate navigation of the seas, and subsequently exploration of undiscovered continents. Other popular techniques for orientation were celestial navigation, or measuring the configuration of constellations and referring to a nautical chart. Famed explorer Christopher Columbus likely used these methods in addition to a cross staff, or a tool used for determining angles between points in the sky, before he went on to direct 2 Harry Potter movies as well as Mrs. Doubtfire. Good for him. In 1982, Russia launched their Global Navigation Satellite System, or GLONASS, a 24-plus satellite configuration used by the military and civilians, as well as a slew of smartphone companies. Ugh. Russia. Can you imagine if Russia had their own Sesame Street letter of the day?
That's good enough for me. Whether you're rocking a big old beard or a slick as fuck goatee. B is for Bolsheviks and the best ballet goatee. That's all. Let's use our made that rides and that's a smarty. P is for Putin. Power and panache. Chloe for the motherland repression reformation. S is for Stalin with dick like Sputnik 1. Siberia, Syria, and Akira. Senior ones. K is for Kremlin. KGB and Chicken Kiev. Our government loves good advice. No, really, tell us what you think. N is for Napoleon.
One of the cooler things to come out of seafair is pirate culture. These rogues became celebrities. From Sir Francis Drake to the Beyonce of pirates, Blackbeard. Born Edward Teach, Blackbeard became one of the most fearsome pirates of the 18th century. Say, what's a pirate's favorite food? Artichokes. What's a pirate's favorite kind of sock? Argyle. Omaha! Blackbeard captured over 40 ships during his career and ordered the deaths of hundreds of people. He would weave hemp into his hair and light the ends on fire so the trailing smoke would terrify his enemies, as well as make him the baddest bitch in the club. He helped inspire Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island, which references real-life events in the history of piracy, as well as sailor folklore. Sailor superstitions range from the mythical to the absurd, but one superstition gave rise to one of the greatest movie lines of all time, or one of the most unfortunate inner monologues ever.
Brother, it is time for the mortals to pay. My child waits to do your will. . 'Tis 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 '
leave us. Release the Kraken!
In 1997, James Cameron wrote, directed, and produced Titanic, a movie based on the 1912 disaster. Titanic was said to be unsinkable, and God himself could not sink the ship. Basically, we've got this in the bag. Cameron's film earned over $2 billion, earned 14 Oscar nominations, and definitely did not make me cry. It also spawned a #1 single, My Heart Will Go On, also known as that fucking Celine Dion song. It was apparently recorded in one take as a demo, and it went on to become the soundtrack of nightmares. Today, ships and boats still play a critical role in transportation, military operations, and recreation. Commercial cruises are a massive source of revenue for coastal tourist destinations, and fishing vessels and cargo ships are important global industries. No matter how technologically advanced we become, there is nothing that will ever be able to replace the power of the sea. Man, guess I'm done. I don't really want to go. I really don't. I won't. I'll never let go.
I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go.
Wait, are you still here? Are you still here? Come back. Come back. Come back.
Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back.
Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime and never let go till